How to fix EAFC26 crash report handler error. Welcome back to Tenabalta. During our rigorous testing of EAFC26, our technical team encountered the frustrating crash report handler error that disrupts gameplay out of nowhere. We have conducted a deep investigation into the root causes of this failure, isolating conflicts within the game engine and anti-cheat modules. Our complete diagnostic process revealed several underlying issues, ranging from corrupted dynamic link libraries to aggressive third-party overlays crashing the render pipeline. Tenabalta has compiled the ultimate, comprehensive guide to entirely eliminate this instability from your system. Follow these tested and proven solutions in sequence, as our analysis shows that a combination of file management and system configuration is required for absolute stability. Let us dive directly into the technical fixes. First, our investigation pinpointed a severe conflict with a specific dynamic link library file located in the core game directory. Navigate to your main EAFC26 installation folder and permanently delete the CryptBase.dll file to force the engine to regenerate a clean instance. This action immediately resolves the primary cryptographic mismatch, causing the crash handler to trigger. Second, we confirmed that a corrupted EA anti-cheat service is a primary culprit behind sudden desktop crashes during active matches. Run the EA anti-cheat installer executable found within the game directory. Select the uninstall option, and then immediately reinstall the service. Reboot your machine to ensure the kernel-level driver initializes correctly alongside the operating system. Third, Tenabalta's diagnostic tools revealed missing execution privileges, halting the game's memory allocation processes. Right-click both the EA app shortcut and the EAFC26 executable to access their properties and configure them to always run as an administrator. This elevation guarantees the software has unimpeded access to read and write temporary cache files during runtime. Fourth, our testing isolated massive stability issues when monitoring tools hook into the game's rendering API. You must completely close out MSI Afterburner, Riva Tuner Statistics Server, and any background macro software running on your peripheral suites. These specific third-party applications aggressively inject overlays that the anti-cheat interprets as a malicious hook, triggering the crash handler. Fifth, outdated or corrupted graphics processing unit drivers are notorious for causing unexpected handler errors during complex rendering sequences. We highly recommend utilizing display driver uninstaller in safe mode to completely wipe your current graphics drivers from the registry. Afterward, install the absolute latest driver package directly from the manufacturer to ensure a pristine render pipeline. Sixth, we discovered that minor packet losses during initial downloads often result in fragmented stadium and player model textures. Open your designated launcher, navigate to the EAFC26 library page, and initiate a full file integrity verification scan. This protocol cross-references your local files against the master server and re-downloads any corrupted data clusters automatically. Seventh, the internal cache of the EA app frequently accumulates broken temporary files that interrupt the DRM authentication handshake. Access the EA app help menu and utilize the built-in app recovery tool to clear the cache entirely. Once the client restarts, it establishes a fresh connection to the license servers, bypassing the desynchronization that causes startup crashes. Eighth, Windows exploit protection occasionally flags the game's memory management as a false positive, abruptly terminating the process. Open your Windows security dashboard, navigate to App and Browser Control, and add the EAFC26 executable as an exclusion under the exploit protection settings. Disable Control Flow Guard specifically for this application to prevent the operating system from throttling its execution. Ninth, Windows full-screen optimizations attempt to layer the game in a borderless window, creating intense input lag and rendering conflicts. Right-click the game executable, navigate to the Compatibility tab, and explicitly disable full-screen optimizations. This forces the engine into an exclusive full-screen mode, directly handing over rendering authority to your graphics card. 10th, Tenabalta's analysis found that missing Microsoft Visual C++ redistributables caused the game engine to fail during physics calculations. Download the all-in-one redistributable package from Microsoft's official repository and install both the x86 and x64 architectures. Restarting your system afterward ensures all localized registry keys update, providing the game with the essential math libraries it requires. 11th, a corrupted DirectX shader cache will instantly crash the game when it attempts to load specific lighting scenarios on the pitch. Use the Windows Disk Cleanup tool to target and delete the DirectX shader cache completely. The next time you launch EAFC26, it will recompile the shaders natively, eliminating the corrupted graphical instructions. 12th, social overlays from external platforms interfere heavily with the EA anti-cheat kernel polling rate. You must meticulously disable the Discord in-game overlay, the Steam overlay, and specifically the Xbox game bar through your Windows settings. Removing these visual layers reduces background processing and prevents the anti-cheat from detecting false positive injections. 13th, Windows Power Management frequently throttles the graphics card during menu transitions, causing a timeout failure. Search for graphics settings in your Windows search bar, browse for the EAFC26 executable, and add it to the priority list. Force the preference to high performance, guaranteeing your hardware maintains maximum clock speeds throughout the entire gaming session. 14th, insufficient virtual memory allocation leads to memory leaks when the game loads custom arena assets. Access your advanced system settings, navigate to performance options, and manually increase your system page file size to at least double your physical RAM capacity. This expansion gives the game engine a massive safety net for temporary asset storage, completely avoiding out-of-memory handler crashes. 15th, hyper-aggressive real-time antivirus protection scans the game files during active read and write cycles, locking the files and crashing the engine. Add the entire EAFC26 installation folder, as well as the EA app folder, to your antivirus exclusion list. This stops Windows Defender or your third-party security suite from quarantining vital anti-cheat components mid-match. 16th, hidden background services often create silent conflicts with the game's networking protocols. Press the Windows key and R, type msconfig, and perform a clean boot by disabling all non-Microsoft services in the background. This sterile environment guarantees no unseen applications are actively fighting the game engine for bandwidth or processing prioritization. This concludes our comprehensive repair guide for this critical error. Don't forget to follow Tenabalta for more.